Hey Capricorns, welcome to your March love message. If this is your first time here, my name is Laura and I'm from babycurltarot.com. I am a tarot and oracle reader as well as a root worker, and this message today is for all of my Capricorn placements, not just my sun, moon, rising signs, but maybe you have Capricorn in Venus and Mars, maybe it's in the 5th and 7th houses. Any placement you associate with love is welcome here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this reading. I'm going to be starting off with the Hidden Truth Oracle deck. Let's see if it's a little glary, but I'm doing the best I can over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at you and your person's energies to see what's going on in the connection, and just kind of sort out what it is that's happening. So starting off with your person, Spirit, what messages do you have for my Capricorns in terms of how their person is feeling? Or is there anything they want to say to them that they're not saying at the moment? What does Capricorn's person want to say to Capricorn at this time? Let's take a look. The timing just wasn't right for us. Interesting. Okay. What else do we have at the bottom of the deck? It says you speak to me through music. Interesting. So I definitely get the feeling you guys are not in communication, or maybe you guys are, but you guys are not pursuing the connection at this time. But this person definitely seems to think about you quite a bit, especially if they hear a song that reminds them of you. Let's take a look at what you want to say to this potential person. Spirit, excuse me. What does Capricorn want to say to their person but are unable to at the moment? What would Capricorn say to their person if they could? Let's take a look. It says, I am becoming a better person. Okay, so doing some work on ourselves, Capricorns. At the bottom of the deck, it says, I want to tell you how I feel. Okay, so there's a lot of things that have not been said in this connection. Again, it just feels like you guys are not really in contact with each other, or if you are, you guys just aren't pursuing the connection at all. But we'll go ahead and get into the tarot cards here in a second and take a look at the energies further. Now, I am using the Super Lunaris Tarot deck this month. I'm going to start off with your person. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit more about Capricorn's person, their energy? Why are they thinking or feeling these things? Where is their energy at in relation to this connection? All right, let's take a look. We have 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles reversed, 7 of Swords with the 4 of Pentacles reversed at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so they could be a Pisces, it could be a Capricorn, could also be an Aquarius. All right, Capricorns, so what I'm seeing is this person definitely walked away from this connection. They may have felt like the relationship may have not been a priority, or it may not have been a good fit for you guys at this time. Now, what's interesting is with the 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles reversed, this feels like your energy. It feels like this person is telling me what happened on your side. And honestly, this is the first reading this month where I feel like the connection fell through because of something the sign did. This is the first time, and I'm not blaming you for anything, but this is the first time where it's like the big issue or the issue wasn't on this side. And I'm not trying to come for you guys, but it just feels like maybe you had a lot on your plate at this time, and even though you wanted to connect with this person, I think this person recognized that you weren't exactly ready, or you weren't in the headspace for this connection. And I think this person made the decision to walk away from you. Oy. The 7 of Swords is really interesting. Usually this talks about like deceit and lies and fuckery and all that, but I get like this person internalized what was happening with you, and I think they potentially made the reason for leaving the connection about them so you wouldn't feel bad. That's really heartbreaking. It's like they knew that you had a lot going on, and they were like, you know what, I'm just going to take a step back for Capricorn's sake. There's, I think, a lot that they wanted to tell you about how they felt about you, but I think they kind of held back so that you wouldn't feel bad about them leaving. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. Okay, I'm gonna move on to your side. Let's see what's going on with your side. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit about Capricorn's energy in this connection? Why are they thinking and feeling the things that they're thinking and feeling? Tell me a little bit more about Capricorn's side of this story. What is going on in this connection for Capricorn? Okay, we have the Moon reversed, the Fool reversed, the Eight of Wands, with the Nine of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. You could have some strong Pisces, Aquarius, Sagittarius in your chart as well, or that could be a reflection of this person's energy. Something to also note, Capricorns, take the energy as it resonates. Something I forgot to mention in all the other videos, the energies could be flip-flopped in a way, or it could be mirrored. So again, take the side that resonates with you the most. It doesn't have to be your side over here and your person's side over here. It could be the opposite. Obviously, I set the intention for it to be a certain way, but sometimes Spirit has its own ideas about how to do the reading, so I let it come out the way it needs to. What I'm feeling here is with the Nine of Cups reversed and the Fool card reversed, it feels like you guys feel like you missed out on a really big opportunity or something that you had wanted to see happen for yourselves. And it also feels like you have been struggling to either make a new start or start again in terms of this. Now, I don't know if this is about career. I don't know if this is about family. I don't know. I can't really tell what it is. Only you will know that. Maybe take a look at where Pisces and Aquarius sit in your natal chart. If you have your astrological natal chart, that may kind of point you in the direction of what area of life this is happening for you. But I think this person definitely picked up on it, and as much as you tried to pretend everything was okay and keep moving forward, it felt like you weren't really making the progress, or you weren't taking the initiative the way that you actually could have been. And I feel like this person thinks that they were holding you back from doing that. Ooh. There may have been some really deep unresolved emotions surrounding whatever it was that you were going through at the time. And those emotions may have shown up in the relationship and you didn't even realize it. But I think this person recognized how you were feeling and they had to step away. So you currently may be realizing and understanding just how deeply this situation or multiple situations has been affecting you and why it's been holding you back instead of, what's the word I'm looking for? Holding you back in spite of you wanting to move forward. All right, let's go ahead and move on. I want to see what actions you and your person will be taking towards this connection, if any at all. I'm going to start with your person here, Spirit. Can you tell me about whether Capricorn's person will be making any moves or taking any action towards this connection in the future? Can you tell me a little bit about Capricorn's person's next moves in this connection? Let's take a look. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, King of Cups reversed, King of Wands reversed. Interesting. Okay, it started out really, really well with the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. It talks about this person wants to make a move towards you. It just probably will take a lot longer than you expect, to be honest with you. But I definitely see them wanting to grow and plant the seeds for something healthy in the future, whether this is for them personally or with you. It definitely feels like this person has long-term goals in terms of love, in terms of their life. And I think they see you in that, but I think they are worried that these king energies here are going to hinder that. King of Cups being more of the emotional side, King of Wands being the more passionate leader energy, right? I think they worry that your inability to recognize when you need to take a step back and recalibrate is going to affect the mood, the energy, and the emotions of the relationship overall. It feels like the King of Cups energy talks about, you know, the emotions that are happening between both of you and throughout this connection. It may feel overwhelming, it may feel unstable, it may feel like this person is on edge because you're on edge and they don't want to say or do the wrong things to like make you freak out. And I'm sorry for laughing, but it just feels like they're almost a little scared of you. Maybe not scared of you, but I think they definitely worry about, I think, your emotional state. Obviously they want you to be happy, they want you to be fulfilled, and I don't think they like seeing you when you are overwhelmed and unable to recognize that you are going through something. I think that's the best way I can put it. I do feel like this King of Wands energy represents you. I feel like you have a lot of leadership capabilities. I think you are the one that likes to, I don't want to say be in charge, because in a romantic relationship, I don't think you particularly want to take charge. But I think that's just kind of a natural quality that you have to you. So you tend to end up being the leader in your relationships. I think you're the type of person that likes to make the plans, you know, go out with friends, schedule the dinners and things like that. And it's not because you're a man. It could be, or you could be male or female, but I definitely feel like, you know, despite whatever your gender is, I think you tend to quote unquote wear the pants here in your relationships. And again, that's not a bad thing, but I definitely feel like even as a kind of natural born leader, you tend to not recognize when you are overburdening yourself with things. You're the type of person that is like, yes, I can get it done, without recognizing that you already have 50 million other things going on your plate and you are exhausted and you need a break. That kind of energy. So I do feel like this person and you will probably still be in contact, but I think they definitely want to see that you are taking care of yourself before coming in and trying to have a connection with you. Does that make sense? I hope I'm not being too harsh. I'm having trouble finding the right words today, so I really hope I'm not making anybody upset or offending anybody. I am doing my best to deliver this message as gently as possible. Typically, I'm a lot better, but you know, this is one of the last readings I'm recording, and my brain is just a little, it's a little overextended. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your side and what it is that you will be doing in terms of taking this connection further. Spirit, what will Capricorn be doing in terms of moving forward in this connection? Okay, we have the Suspended one in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. We have the Seven of Cups and the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. All right, Capricorns. All right, you guys definitely need to take a break, take a step back, and stop trying to push through. Even after this reading, you're probably gonna walk away from this and be like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm fine, I can keep pushing myself, blah, 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 blah. No, that's not what the cards are saying, babes. I'm sorry. We have the Suspended one in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune reversed right next to each other. This is telling me that you are not taking the break. You are not looking at things from a different perspective, and you are not putting yourself on pause to make sure that you are taking care of yourself the way that you need to. Hence why the wheel has shown up here in reverse. It's this universe is saying Capricorn isn't ready. They're not ready. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay. All right, and again, the Seven of Cups, it just feels like there's this overwhelming amount of things that you need to do and take care of, and this is where your head is at. This is where your emotions are going. It's trying to be everything for everybody and everything that you have in your life, you are still stuck in this mindset. And I think there are some things you need to let go of right now and really pick like maybe 1, 2, 3 max things that you put your all and your focus into perfecting, growing, progressing, whatever it is. And take a few things off your plate, and romantic relationships being one, but maybe there are some other things that can be put on the back burner at a later date, at least until you have these first couple of things mastered or under control. Does that make sense? The Strength card, oddly enough, is the type of energy I think you guys are trying to work for, or that spirit wants you to work towards. It's a mental control, it's a mental peace almost even, that they want you to feel or get to in terms of your life, in terms of your priorities, your duties, whatever it is that you associate with in terms of this stuff. But strength is all about mental strength. It's not physical strength, which a lot of people I think misunderstand in the tarot. The Strength card is not about manhandling and forcing things to work the way that you want them to. It is an understanding of not only having patience, but having the mental agility to understand exactly how to get things done that you want to get done, and also the why behind that. I think for a lot of you, there may be a much more deeper there may be a much deeper reason as to why you feel like you need to take on so many projects at one time. Okay, I don't know if you guys are trying to make up for something, but that may be something to consider. Why do you feel like you have to be everything for everybody or everything? Another thing I'm hearing with the Strength card is to be gentle with yourselves. Stop being so hard on yourselves. The Strength card, like I said earlier, it's not about, forcing things to happen with brute strength and determination. Yes, determination is a part of it, but it's a much more gentle determination than we would think with, a lion sitting here on the card. Yes, they're a force to be reckoned with, but the fact that it's sitting here, allowing a woman to touch it without wanting to eat her, shows just how strong actually the woman is that she's able to tame this wild beast, this wild animal, and allow it to be calm. She did that with gentleness, with mental strength, not physical strength. This animal is not restrained. It's not being put in a chokehold. She restrained this animal with gentle energy. All right, my Capricorns, something to consider. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the Oracle decks to round out and wrap up this reading. I'm going to be starting off with the Prism Oracle right here, and we're going to take a look at what you guys are learning from this connection. I'm going to start with your person. Spirit, can you tell me what the Capricorn's person is learning in terms of this connection? What is Capricorn's person learning in this connection? All right, let's take a look. We have pain. Oh boy. Oh, okay. So this may be, oh, hold on. Let me get my words together in my brain first. I think this is about the pain of love, the pain of having to let someone go despite how much you love them and care about them. For the consideration of allowing their person to become better, to have better, to do better, to grow, essentially is what I'm trying to say here. This person definitely feels a deep pain, a deep sadness in having to let you go, and I think they are learning to deal with that pain in a way where they recognize that it's kind of a necessary instrument right now for the connection. Yeah, that makes me a little sad, but I think it's for I think it's for the best, or for your highest and best good, and for theirs as well. At the bottom of the deck, you got ideation, or they got ideation. Sorry about that. Ideation. That's interesting. I think they definitely have ideal or a idea about what they want out of this connection, and I think they are recognizing that sometimes in order to have what it is they want, they have to let go of the notion of everything being perfect, or even staying with someone to make things work. And I think learning to walk away sometimes from a situation can honestly improve it more than if they were to stay and to watch their person continue to suffer. As difficult as that is to say, and I'm sure you guys are thinking like, no, fuck that. Like, they can still be in my life while I figure this out. And I think in a lot of cases, or in some cases, I should say, not a lot, but in some cases, that's actually what is needed. You know, they say if you love something, let it go, and if it's yours, it'll come back. That's kind of the energy of this entire reading I've been getting. It's like they had to let you go in order for you to heal, in order for you to get better, to improve yourself. And as much as it hurts for them and for you, I think honestly that's kind of the best course of action at this point in time. All right, let's go ahead and move on to your side, Spirit. Can you tell me what Capricorn is learning from this connection? There we go. Oh no. It says isolation. Isolation. That's very interesting. Kind of a harsh thing. A harsh reality, a harsh lesson. I feel like this whole reading has been very harsh. Even my words have been kind of harsh. I'm not normally this harsh when I do a reading, but I am getting, maybe you guys are, I don't know, maybe you guys are just people who like to get to the point and you like someone to tell you how it is. Most Capricorns I know are like that. You know, I always try to be sensitive to other people's, you know, receptivity and how they take messages, but I feel like for you guys, Spirit has been like, yeah, you can give it to them straight. They won't be, they might be offended, but I think they'll understand. I think it'll get through to them a little bit more if you are a little bit more harsher. The isolation is very, very interesting. Sometimes, I mean, isolation is not a fun word when we think about it. It doesn't have very good connotations, right? But I think the isolation is actually the opportunity that you need in order to figure out exactly what it is that's going on with you, and to really determine what is a priority for you. It's hard for me to say that because I don't like seeing people isolated. I like seeing people surrounded by the people that love and care about them. But sometimes we do kind of need to step back and spend more time by ourselves. I'm not saying forever, I'm not saying for months at a time, but I am saying that there may be a period of isolation that is kind of needed in order for you to like really step away from all of this and get yourself recentered. It feels like there is so much happening, and there may be so many people in your life that either need things or you feel obligated to help or reach out to, that sometimes it's like Capricorn needs a moment to step back. They need to hear their own thoughts, their own feelings, their own intuition for just a minute and stop tuning into everything else outside of themselves, whether that's people or situations. Man, this has been one of the harshest readings I think I've ever done. At the bottom of the deck, we also have fear. Fear. I feel like that fear ties into a lot of things. It's like fear of rejection, not just from other people, but from you. I feel like you guys have a fear of rejecting people or saying no to people in some aspects, or saying no to things in general. Again, this may have to do with projects at work. This may have to do with personal projects. This may have to do with friends or family. But there's like a fear of not being able to be on top of everything, of not being able to take care of everything and be there for everybody. You need to release that fear if that is the case. That's for sure. All right, Capricorns, I'm going to move on to the last oracle deck, and I'm going to actually go back to the Hidden Truth Oracle and see what it is you guys could potentially be saying to each other the next time you guys communicate. So Spirit, what would Capricorn's person potentially be telling Capricorn the next time they speak? What could Capricorn's... Oh, that's a lot. Let's try that again. I'm actually going to wait for this gardener to go by and then I'll pull again. So just hold on, Capricorns. All right, let's try this again, Capricorns. Spirit, what could Capricorn's potential person be saying to them the next time they communicate? What could Capricorn's person potentially be saying the next time they talk? Let's take a look. All right, we have, I hope that you can forgive me one day. Oh, I don't need an explanation for that one. Oh, man, that makes me so sad. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck it says, I remember every detail of that day. Oh man, I don't know if this is the day that they, you know, said maybe we should take a break or we should take a step back, or if there is a very specific day that was a really, really good day. I'm not sure which one they are referring to, but man, this person is so sweet. I can't, Capricorn, I cannot. All right, let's take a look at what you could potentially be telling this person the next time you guys speak. Spirit, what messages or what could Capricorn be potentially saying to their person the next time they speak? What could Capricorn be saying to their potential person the next time they speak? Oh, it says, I can't stop thinking about you. Stop it, you guys. Oh. All right, at the bottom of the deck, it says, I want to be more than friends. Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, Capricorn, this is a sweet one, a difficult one, a harsh reading for you guys for sure, but very, very sweet. I think there's good intentions on both sides. I think there's definitely some things you need to, you know, to work on personally, and that's absolutely okay. We are all imperfect human beings. We all have things, okay? We all have things. It's okay. But you know what, Capricorns, this is probably one of my favorite readings I've done for you guys in a while. Please leave a like and a comment if you like this reading, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I also do personal one-on-one readings, and you can link up with me through my website, which is below in the description box. And you can look at or watch other content from me on Patreon, where I do daily and weekly tarot polls. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok, and all that info is below as well. As always, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of March, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.